Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Addie and today I'm going to be doing a fun video. It's going to be my last video of 2021. Looking forward to 2022, talking about like future goals and dreams and stuff for the future. So if you guys enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and thank you so much for a wonderful year. Joined so many people. So many people have joined and subscribed to my channel, which is so awesome. And I just love getting to see all the comments and Instagram DMs and meeting new people. It's super cool. So thank you guys so much for that. And without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into the video. So it has been quite a year. I graduated college a couple weeks ago, as you saw in my last video. And I'm really just excited, looking forward to 2022. And I just wanted to talk about like engagement and wedding and all those types of things that are super exciting, but they're a little nerve-wracking. And so I just wanted to sit down and like talk about all my dreams and things I'm excited about. And so in 2021, January, I got a promise ring from my boyfriend and he promised that he will marry me in the future, just not right now. And it was really, really special. It was kind of like a random thing that happened, like he had been holding on to it and waiting for a perfect moment, and then there was just a moment when it just happened. We were like sitting in his car and he brought it out and was like, here, I want to give this to you, and made a promise to me, and it was really, really sweet. And so that's kind of like a pre-engagement thing, I guess you can say. So I just hold on dearly to that promise, and it's really, really sweet that he did that. And so my promise ring, I could maybe find a picture, I'll pop it up on screen, is really, really pretty. And so we had been planning, and we're 20 years old right now. He's about to be 21 in 2 days, which is cool. And so we've been planning and kind of thinking, a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, you're so young, like wait, and all this stuff. And we started dating in the beginning of 2020, so February of 2020. So in February 22, it'll be 2 years, which is really, really exciting. And a lot of people are always saying like, don't get married, don't rush, don't get married too soon. And well, we totally agree, and we really want to do things right and like save a lot of money and be really prepared, which you can never be fully prepared for marriage, but I really want to be prepared for it as much as we can and not be stupid about it and not just like jump the gun because we're excited and be like, we love each other, let's just get married. Like, we want to go through a long engagement. I really, really would love that. So we're looking forward to him proposing to me in 2022. I am such a detective and I'm really trying not to figure out when, how, where, any of those details, but it's so natural for me to want to figure it all out. So all I know is that it's happening sometime in 2022. So I'm already buying dresses and planning to get my nails done all the time just to be prepared. And so I'm really, really excited about that. Our timeline has kind of always been the same, but we really want God to direct our steps and to do it in His timing, which is really exciting to kind of like fall back on the Lord and say, Lord, when do you want us to get married? So I pray every single day, and I pray over a relationship, and I ask the Lord and I say, Lord, I pray that you reveal a date to us that you want us to get married on, a holy, sacred day that you want us to get married on. I don't want to try to do anything in my own plans. As much as I have dreams and excitement around it, I really want it to be something that the Lord ordains. And so we've been praying through that, but our timeline for this whole kind of thing has been like getting proposed to and getting engaged in 2022, and then getting married at the end of 2023, which I would love to do that. 2022 is a huge year for weddings, actually. It's like one of the biggest since I think the 80s. And so there's going to be so many brides and so many things going on, and it's crazy. We don't know where COVID's going with all this stuff right now. And so it's not really something I'm thinking about, is getting married in 2022. It's kind of like off the plate. But so for an engagement, he already has the ring, which is really exciting, that I know about, which I shouldn't, and I found it out. And so that's really exciting to know that he's like in the process of that and is going to be getting it soon. So he already like picked everything out and has seen it, and it's getting like worked on and finished right now, and then he'll go pick it up, which is really exciting. And I will not see it beforehand, but my like kind of dream proposal, I'll put some pictures up, which I don't know if he'll watch this video or not, because I love him, but sometimes he doesn't watch my videos, which kind of makes me sad. But that's okay, because maybe he won't see this, but my dream proposal would be probably at the beach on like a sunset with like a cliffs in the back. I live in Southern California, and there are so many beautiful beach spots that I've never even been to that I see online, and they look beautiful. So that would probably be like a dream of mine, for it to be there. And something I really, really want is for it to be very private between us and then just like a photographer in the bushes or something. I really don't like the huge like setup and all your family hiding and come out. Like, you do you if that's something that you guys like, but I'm really just like set on it being like between us, so it can be really special and it can be more memorable, I think, when there's not all these people there. I think that just makes it really sweet, and so I'm really hoping for something like that, which he knows about, and he agrees. He wants it to be really like intimate with us, and so that's really exciting, and I'm really excited for it. I'm a little bit nervous because I don't want to get caught off guard and like too scared, but I also really deep down want to be surprised. I don't want to find it out. It's just kind of a natural thing to try to like find out all the details, but I'm trying not to, and trying to just let it be. He's not super good at lying to me, so I'm like, I give you permission to lie to me. So I'm trying not to figure that out, but I thought it would be fun to just show you guys some of my dream like wedding stuff. And I thought it would also be funny because I feel like after I get married, I'll look back on this video and see like what I wanted at the time versus later. And so I thought I would I'll show you guys some of my like dream ring pictures that I had sent him and that he kind of went off for the ring that he got. I'll put them on the screen right here. Super pretty. I really love the gold, simple. I know this is really, really basic, and I like to consider myself a really unique person. Like, I like unique things. Like, I don't like to be super like basic in any way. So I know this is like very, very not unique at all. But I know myself too, and I go through phases a lot. And like my phases will go really hard. Like, I'll get really into a phase and I don't want to do something that I'm going to regret because I'll have this forever. So I'm like wanting to do something that's very timeless and classic that can last a long time and not be like super on trend or anything. I like want it to be more like classic. So that's kind of like the idea for that. Super pretty. As for a wedding, I really want to get married in the fall, but my mind is like kind of going back and forth. Like, a part of me really wants that, but I think I only want that because like I love the fall, but in California we don't really get a true fall. Like we don't really get those pretty leaves and everything and like big forests that we have. We don't really have that. So I feel like I might only want that because of like a misconception that doesn't actually exist. And I want to be realistic with all of this. Like, I want to be like excited, but also very realistic in the way that I'm not like getting too excited about something that doesn't really exist in California, and I'm not going to go somewhere else. I'm not really interested in like eloping. I think as a Christian, I really am excited for a traditional wedding. It's like the bride and the groom coming together, and I don't want to make it too much where it's all about us and it's so many guests. Like, I really just want it to be like focused on God and focused on like him as the center of our relationship, and that we're being brought together as husband and wife and going into this new season rather than like this whole circus of craziness. And so I really want like a small wedding party and just really like focus on like fun and excitement, but also just focused on like the simplicity of what God designed marriage to be. And I mean, obviously marriages and weddings in the Bible were like days long, so obviously not like that, but something that's just simple and really focused on him. And so these are some of the like colors and aesthetics and stuff that I really like, and I think it's very debatable. Like, I could change my mind in like a couple months. I could get engaged and then totally think a different idea, but that's kind of just what I'm thinking right now, that I really like, that's really pretty. So I really like that. And then I'll show you guys my dream dress. I feel like I'm one of those girls that just really loves like the wedding dress. Like, some people are like, oh, whatever, like that's like not big, but that's like one of my favorite things. Like, if I could choose like a crappy dress or like no decor at all, I would literally be like, no, it's the dress. Like, I'm so excited about it. I don't know if it's just because I went to so many proms and like I was just dreamed of having a really pretty wedding dress. I don't know if I'll be able to find something like this in a budget. I might have to buy it like used through like OfferUp or something, which I'm totally fine with not having a brand new wedding dress. I'm excited for wedding dress shopping, and I'll definitely probably film those experiences. But I think I'm totally okay with like having something secondhand that I can like have for a lot cheaper. But these are some of my dream wedding dresses, the look of it. I think I've always wanted this look for a long time, and I'm really excited to see what I'll end up with, because I know a lot of girls go in with one idea and come out with something totally different. But this is kind of like always what I've dreamed of, like very traditional, like pure white. I know a lot of trends are like different colors and stuff, like where it's off-white, it's cream, it's like more of a tan or a pink undertone or blue, but I really just want like a white classic wedding dress. And I really love the long veil. I know those are kind of like going out of style, I guess, but I don't know. I really love the veil. I think it's like, it's literally the only time you can wear a veil is your wedding. So like, of course I would want to have a long veil with my like hair down and like just very like princess looking, which is exciting. I really like that look. So it's kind of like my dream for that. My dream like venue would be very much so like a foresty outside look. I think that that's like my goal, is like an outdoor reception and outdoor ceremony. I'm not really a huge fan of like the chapels or like indoor churches. I don't know if it's just because I work at a church and I'm there all the time and I just don't think it's very pretty, or if it's just because like I've always dreamed of that. So I really like the outdoor look. I think it's super pretty. I also, one thing I noticed a trend of people, their groom is in like different colored tuxes where it's like gray or it's brown or tan or navy or burgundy or whatever. But I really love the like classic black and white tux with the white dress. I feel like it's just so pretty, and like I'll look back on it because I don't know, I got older and I'm 20 now, which is not that old, but like I got older and I realized so many things I did when I was in high school were like so on the trend that like now I look back at it and I'm like, oh, that's cringe. Like my goal for like a wedding and like my whole engagement season and everything is to not look back on it and be like, that was cringy, like you just did what was popular in 2022 or whatever. I really want to look back on it and love it over the years because it's just timeless and it's classy. So that's something I think about a lot, is I'm like, how can I make like my engagement pictures, like all this stuff just be so like timeless and not so like on trend and stuff. So that's something I really want, is the black and white tux with the white dress. I think it's so pretty. Obviously I've seen amazing weddings where the guy is in like different colors. It looks really cool. But for me personally, I think just like the black and white looks super good. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm trying to think if there's anything else on my Pinterest board that I have been dreaming of. I'm just really, really excited. I think this whole thing is really exciting and fun, and I don't want to like get sucked into it in the wrong way where I'm getting stressed out and I'm like scared. So I'm kind of scared of that, like getting really stressed out and getting too into it to the point when like I can't even have fun with it. And so I'm really excited for like the bridal shower and the bachelorette and all that stuff. I think that's really fun, and so I don't really have a ton of ideas for that yet. I think for a bridal shower, I'd also want it to be very classic, probably like an all white theme or something would be really pretty. Kind of like this, all white would be fun, but I don't know, I haven't thought that far into it yet. Probably a good thing that I haven't thought that far into it yet. We also are saving. We really, really want to get a house. I don't know how much of that is going to happen. I fully trust in God, and I know God can do all things, even if they seem super impossible. I truly know that God can make a way if we pray and we ask and we trust in Him. And so I'm praying, if it's God's will, that we can get a house. We've been saving, we saved and hit our goal for this year, and I'm just praying that we're going to make another goal for next year and get to that goal again. God has been so good to us, and we are so grateful that we've been able to save as much money as we wanted to, and that we're on a good path for that. So I'm really praying that that can be a part of our plan, is not to have to go to an apartment, that we could go straight to a house, even if it's not our dream house, where we live in a house that's like a little bit smaller before we have any kids or anything. And then we eventually would save more and upgrade a house and then rent out the old one or sell the old one. So I'm really hoping for that. So that's kind of like been on my mind a lot this year, was like save for a house, like constantly putting money in savings and stuff. So I'm hoping to keep that mindset again, but I'm just really trusting in God and just hoping that that's according to His will. If not, I'm sure He will make a way, if it means living with one of our parents for a little bit, if it means getting an apartment, if it means getting a little condo, whatever it means. I really do trust in God and know that His plans are good. So if you're in the same boat and you are hoping for something, maybe it's to get into a certain school, or if it's to get a job, or you're saving for a car or a house or whatever, if you trust in God, that doesn't mean he's going to do exactly what you want, but it means that you are showing that you're surrendered to him and that you trust in him and you trust in his plan. So I just encourage all of you guys watching to just trust in God's plan for your life. It's super important, and it makes your life so much better when you're not leaning on your own understanding and all your own worries and fears. So like in this season right now, before I get engaged, before I even enter that bride mode, I really just want to think towards God and be like, you know what, you're still young, you're only 20, and you have so much of your life ahead of you before Jesus comes back or before Jesus calls you home. So you need to be on mission and to go out and do good things, and God is gonna bless you. That if you trust in him, you have a relationship with him, he will work out all things for the good for those who love him. So I'm truly believing that, and I'm trusting in that. I'm very excited though, and so I wanted to make this fun video for the last video of 2021, just talking about the future and stuff like that. But I will definitely be filming like all those things. Hopefully I can maybe get him to like have my friends film like a behind the scenes of like getting engaged and all that stuff, because we want to have like a little dinner with friends at night whenever that happens. And so that's what I'm looking forward to right now. But I will keep making videos this year. I'm very, very excited about 2022 because now that I'm done with school, I can focus on making more videos and doing more photography and the things that I really love. And so I'm really excited. If you guys have any video requests, please leave them down below. But I hope that you have such a happy new year, and I hope that you had a wonderful Christmas too. So I will see you guys in my next video. But until then, my DMs are always open for prayer requests, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.